What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV back here for another episode of Predict the Prem, where me and my brother go head-to-head predicting the outcomes of each and every Premier League game. The scores on the doors are getting closer and closer. 301 to Sim, 292 to me. And the way the scoring works, it's 5 points for a correct scoreline, 3 points for a correct result, and both teams to score 1 point for a correct result. And we pick a star man each week as well, which is 2 points for a goal, 1 point for an assist. And let's get into the first game of the weekend, and that is Leicester against Leeds. Brand new manager for Leeds in Jesse March. Leicester got Jamie Vardy back. What are you going for?
Yeah, I went for 2-1 to Leicester.
Interesting. I've gone for 3-1 to Leicester. I think Leeds are going to take time to get to grips with Jesse March, although there could be a new manager bounce. But I think with Jamie Vardy back in the team, I think they can really take it to Leeds this weekend.
Yeah, it was an impressive win against Burnley away, wasn't it, in midweek? I really thought they were going to drop points, but they came away with all three. And I think it will suit them playing against a team like Leeds. Although, yeah, it will be different approach, different tactics, very, very different to Bielsa. But it will, as you say, it will take time, and I'm sure that it's still going to be quite open for Leeds in this game. So I've gone for Leicester just to shade it 2-1.
Yeah, and I don't think with Jesse March coming in, he'll want to change everything straight away. I think step by step, he'll try and change things in terms of style of football.
Yeah. Exactly.
So, yeah, I think Leeds could be in for a bit of a beating this weekend. But anyway, let's move on to Aston Villa against Southampton. And I have gone for a Desmond.
2-2. Yeah, I've gone 1-1. Southampton in great form. They were just won in the FA Cup last night against West Ham in another very impressive performance and a very impressive victory. But Aston Villa, off the back of a 2-0 win against Brighton last time out, hope that should give them confidence to come into this game and think that they can get a result. They're usually quite defensively solid as well, so I'm backing them not to concede too many goals. But Southampton, I don't think will end their beaten run, so I've gone for a draw.
Yeah, I think it could be a bit of a ding-dong battle, this one. Yeah, I know Villa, their defence is quite solid, and Southampton are on really good form, but surely they can't win every game in their wake. Southampton, they're on such good form, so I think that Steven Gerrard will get his team up for this one. He'll know it's a big game, but on the flip side, Broja, what a goal he scored last night. He's in firing form, so I think this game can be filled with goals, but I can't split the side, so I've gone for 2-2. Next up is Burnley against Chelsea at Turf Moor. And obviously we've gone for the standard scoreline, 1-0 to
There's
Chelsea.
only one result to go with in this game. Chelsea aren't playing the best. I know they won 3-2 against Luton last night, but they scraped through. They're not playing their best football at the moment. But I think they should have enough just to squeeze past Burnley in what's probably going to be another very hard-fought game.
Yeah, completely agree with that. Nothing more to say on that. I think 1-0 is probably the most likely outcome there. Let's move on to Newcastle against Brighton. Again, we've gone for the exact same score in 1-1.
Yeah, and Newcastle, they won last time out against Brentford in a very good performance, although Brentford were down to 10 men for a lot of it. Brighton are in very bad form. They're, I think, also three losses on the trot, is it, for them? They really need to buck up their ideas if they're going to continue being in the top half like they have been for most of the season. So I back them to get something in this game. I think Newcastle are in very good form, but I don't think structurally they're going to be able to get that much joy against Brighton, but I reckon they'll get a moment or two and maybe they'll score. And Brighton are just not the most clinical team, so I've gone for just a stalemate.
Yeah, I was playing with 2-1 to Newcastle, to be honest, and I think that could be a likely outcome because Newcastle really are on good form and Brighton quite the opposite. But I think in this game, I think Brighton will be quite hard to break down and it'll be hard to separate the sides again. So I've gone for 1-1. Next up is Norwich against Brentford, and we've gone for the opposite scorelines here.
Oh, wow.
I've gone for 2-1 to Norwich, but
2-1 Norwich.
Having said 2-1 Norwich, I didn't take into account the Eriksen factor.
Exactly. And hopefully he starts. He could be in line for his first start in the Premier League, in a first-time football game for a very long time.
Which would be a great moment, by the way.
Yeah, so I think Ivan Toney came off the bench as well last game against Newcastle, so he's going to be back. So I think Brighton, they are in massive need of a boost, and Norwich could be the best opponent at the moment. So I've just gone for them to squeak past Norwich 2-1, and I think Norwich could be heading down.
Yeah, I think Norwich are heading down, but I also think that in this game, they'll know how important this game is, and they're going to put everything into it. I think the fans will be behind them as well. At Carrow Road, obviously, Brentford have been shocking of late. They really have. Norwich haven't been much better, let's be honest. But I think at Carrow Road, in a big relegation scrap this weekend, I think Norwich can actually come out on top. But like I said, they do have the Eriksen factor, and maybe Sim could be getting more points for me for this game. But let's move on to Wolves against Crystal Palace, and I've gone for 1-0 to Wolves. The same scoreline as it was at Selhurst Park. Wolves are a better away team than they are home team, and I think Crystal Palace will bring them the fight this weekend, and I think it could be a difficult game for Wolves with Conor Gallagher and Olise and Wilfried Zaha on form as well. But I think Wolves' defence will be a bit too mean, and they'll just about get over the line with a 1-0 win.
Yeah, I think they might be good for a couple of goals. I think Wolves were unlucky last time out against West Ham. They gave in a decent display, although they probably deserved to lose in the end. But I think against Palace side, I reckon they should have enough quality to see them off and get a clean sheet as well. I know Palace are looking better with Zaha's in good form. Olise is really coming into it as well. But I feel like with the structure of Wolves' backline, I reckon if they can hold them out, they should have enough to get a couple of goals. So I went 2-0.
All right. I bet you that's going to be your 95th minute 5-pointer again. Let's move on to Liverpool against West Ham. Really good game at Anfield this weekend, and we've gone for the exact same scoreline in 3-0 to Liverpool. I was thinking about 3-1, thinking West Ham can get something from somewhere, maybe a Jared Bowen goal, but I mean, Mikel Antonio is bang out of form at the moment, so I'm not too sure, so I just went kind of safe in my mind with a 3-0.
Yeah, I know they beat them at the London Stadium, didn't they, early in the season, 3-2. It was a very close game, but I think that Liverpool, first of all, want revenge for that. Second of all, I think as much as West Ham scraped by against Wolves, they lost in midweek in what was a poor showing against Southampton, and I think Liverpool are on fire at the moment, and I think they're just going to steamroll them. They've got so much firepower now. If you add Luis Diaz to the forward line they've already got, it's dynamite, and then their back line is looking rock solid at the moment, so it's going to be very. I can't see West Ham keeping them out, and I think they're going to struggle. It's not necessarily that they don't have the quality to score. It's just that I struggle to see them getting into the game. I think they're just going to be suffocated, and they're going to struggle to get chances. I think so. That's why I've just gone for a very convincing victory for Liverpool. Yeah.
All right, let's move over to the Sunday games. First up is Watford against Arsenal, and unfortunately I have gone for 1-0 to Arsenal.
I've gone 1-1.
I've gone
for it.
Yeah.
Go on, Roy.
I hope you're right. But in the end of the day, I mean, Watford are struggling for goals since Roy Hodgson had come in. Arsenal defence are actually playing really well at the moment with Ben White and Gabriel, as much as it pains me to say it. Obviously, Arsenal are not really looking that great in front of goal with Lacazette and Nketiah. They're only strikers, and I think they've scored about 4 goals between them or something all season. So I think Arsenal will win this game, but just about.
I'm just hoping home crowd, Vicarage Road, small pitch. Watford really are desperate now at this stage to be getting results. They're really in a relegation scrap. They're going to be fighting for everything, and if Arsenal play like they usually do, which if they try to dominate and play a bit with the high line and attack Watford, I'm hoping with the likes of Dennis and Sarr on the front line, they can nick a goal. I think they're good enough to nick a goal in this game, especially at home. And I'm feeling that Arsenal, they do, as much as they've been winning games. They won 1-0 against Wolves. They won 2-1 against Wolves as well. I feel like they're not like they're not a team which are going to blow you away. Like, they're not going to get 3 or 4.
No.
So I feel like they're probably good for a goal, but could Watford keep them out? Like, they held strong in the end against United, Watford. So hopefully that'll give them confidence. So I've gone for 1-1.
I was feeling like if this game is going to be a draw, I was thinking the most likely outcome could be 0-0 in this one. I was toying with 0-0, but I ended up going 1-0 Arsenal in the end. But anyway,
Sissoko's going to do us a favour. Come on,
Musa.
Sissoko.
Next
Even
up,
a few injuries. Just come on, Musa. Do it.
The Manchester derby at the Etihad, and we've gone for the exact same scoreline here, 3-1 to Man City. But it's actually interesting that Man City haven't beaten Man U at the Etihad for quite a while.
Yeah, I think it was 2018 maybe that they last
17,
time.
I think it
Was
is.
17?
Yeah.
No, 18 I think.
Maybe you're right.
Because I think in 2017 they that was when they came back from 2-0 down United and won.
Right.
I think the year after, I think City won. But look, I think it's a different side under Rangnick. I think under Ollie, they had a very specific way of playing, especially against Man City, that really worked for them. That very much counter-attacking style, springing on them, and with the likes of Rashford, Martial in the forward line. It worked a treat, to be honest, the way they played. But I think under Rangnick, it's a very different kind of style of playing. I reckon they will get some joy because their kind of pressing style they've had under Rangnick. They're going to catch out City a few times, but on the flip side, they're going to be caught a whole load of times by City, and especially the way City like to play their football. I can see United maybe even taking the lead, but I think City are going to be too good for them, unfortunately.
Yeah, and Pep will know this is actually a completely a must-win game with Liverpool hot on their heels now. The title race is getting really interesting. So
and they got very lucky last week as well.
Yeah, they did. So, I mean, after that loss to Tottenham, they got lucky last week. They need to get back to convincing winning ways if they want to win this title, because the title race is getting really interesting now, isn't it?
Very.
All right, let's move on to the Monday game, and that is Tottenham against Everton. And we've both gone for the same scoreline here, 2-1. But I actually think it could be potential for Everton to get something this weekend. They know that obviously they're in big danger of the drop now, being in 17th in the league, getting to the business end of the season, and they need to start picking up points. And what better way than Dr. Tottenham? But I've gone for my heart more than my head this one, so I've gone for 2-1 to Tottenham.
Yeah, I'm worried about this one as well. I really am, because I think Everton are a wounded animal who actually have good quality. The squad they have, they shouldn't be anywhere near the bottom of the table. You know, and when, especially if you can get those kind of players playing, they can hurt opposition. Calvert-Lewin, Richarlison, Donny van den Beek, Decore, Dele Alli. They've got good quality. They do, and I'm worried going into this game that we're going to be feeling like we're playing a team near the bottom of the league as opposed to like a potential European rival. And with Everton scrapping for everything, fighting for everything at the moment under a new manager as well, it's going to be a very difficult game. And especially if Winks and Højbjerg only fit centre mids, I think we could struggle. But I'm just hoping that one of Bentancur or Skip or both are back, and I'm hoping that we have that still in the middle to control the game. And if we do that, then obviously we have the quality to win. So I'm just hoping for that.
You just know Delhi's going to have a worldie of a performance this weekend. You just know it. But look, that's that. 2-1 to Spurs. We're both going star men. Let's move on to them, and you know who I've gone for. I've gone for Mo Salah, and no surprises who you've gone for either in Harry Kane.
Got my heart. Look, he's didn't have a good game against Borough, but he's in very good form in the Premier League. At home to Everton, he's actually been in better form away from home this season than at home. But I've just gone for him.
Yeah, do I need to explain why I've gone for Mo Salah?
You're boring.
I mean, you go for Harry Kane quite a lot as well. So anyway, that is our star men. Let me know in the comment section below who you think will come out on top this weekend, and let me know your predictions for this weekend's Premier League fixtures in the comment section below. Like, subscribe and comment, and as always, come on you Spurs.